Welcome to the Weary Warrior pre-match show. I'm your host, Bruce McApaney. And alongside me, my trusty old mate, Maxi P. Porker.
G'day, Brucey, mate. Good to be back. It's been a while. Been a long time.
It has. It's, I think, 12 months.
I'd say, since probably last Weary Warrior, I'd say.
Yeah, and I tell you what, we're the night before the race, and some people get excited on Christmas Eve. Me, I like to think about the Weary Warrior Eve. We're only a couple of hours away from 30 of the nation's finest men and women strapping on their lycra and going to battle in sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah, the waters, I don't know if anyone's been in lately, but she dropped dramatically. So I don't know if we're wearing lycra or wetsuits, I don't know, but God, it's cold.
Yeah, so every competitor will get a what are these things called? Tweezers and a microscope for finding your ball bag at the end of the the competition. You won't see that again this year. It's coming the year, let me tell you.
Oh, Shane Wicks is used to that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Wixie, do not bring out little Wixie on New Year's Eve because
It might be a good year to do it. No one's going to see it.
You'll have an excuse. Anyway, things got a bit out of control there. So, Maxi, we've already dug into it, but conditions tomorrow, mate.
Mate, cold. Water, freezing cold. What are we talking? I'm going to say, Simon Sadler said yesterday, 15 degrees. I reckon he's probably right at the money. 15, maybe 14 by now. This nor'easter has been howling through for about a week now. Outside air temperature, I think outside air temperature is actually warm, 35, I think they're talking. That might be midday, but around the 30 mark. So that's going to be warm in the run. And the wind, the nor'easter continues, but a little less. So I think we're going to have a light nor'easter in the morning. Lighter.
Really?
Compared to what it's been. Yeah, I believe so. That's what Weather Willie's telling me.
And air quality? Shithouse.
Not good. So yeah, we're back the elements. We've got smoke from the bushfires down south and cold water. So
And swell? Rough as guts.
Swell is going to be solid by the sounds of it. Richard, he's told me it's going to be big, but
Decent.
there's not much swell yet, so let's just wait till the morning and see what it brings in. But
It'll be interesting. It's a straight nor'east swell. How much of it will get into South Wary, I'm not sure. It's almost a north swell. So it's going to be quite gross, I imagine, though. There's going to be a lot of chop.
Oh, the water's been horrible last couple of days.
At the South.
You know, even the Wary Point swimmers cancelled their swim tomorrow due to rough conditions. So it's going to
And a couple of drownings.
it's going to test the ultimate warrior, I suppose you could say.
So, talking about that, the ultimate warrior, you want someone that excels in the cold, someone maybe a Taswegian, you want someone that excels in the chop, maybe someone that's grown up in the bite, the Bass Strait, and you want someone that likes it smoky, maybe a dart smoker.
I don't know, have we got any?
Have we got any?
Have we got any of those?
I don't know. What are you thinking? Who?
Favourites. We're going straight to favourites. Well, a bit of chat on Facebook this afternoon. I think 3 names were thrown out. Young Harry Wicks, which I'll rule out. I'll rule that straight away.
He's got hypothermia on the Gold Coast.
He's no chance. I'd say he would struggle to make the first leg of the swim. He cannot handle the cold water at all. So he's ruled out straight away. Sydney short course George.
Says it all. Short
Mate,
course.
he's been training hard.
Well, he's been putting up a lot of inspirational Instagram posts. There's a big difference.
And wearing a lot of lycra around the coffee shop. With a bum bag on his back. God knows what's in
He's
that
doing
bum
it
bag.
all right.
Yeah.
I like the way he's gone about it. He's not even sponsored
So,
yet, but he's
I
putting
haven't
up the
actually
post.
seen him do any sort of training, but I've seen him wandering around in his lycra, putting Instagram posts up.
That's
so whatever
all you
that
need to
means,
do.
if
That's all you need to do. It's a good
That's
sign.
what it takes. He's a red hot favourite. But we know he can swim. He can swim, but
He came out of the water equal first last year, and where did he end up?
I didn't even see him. He can't run. So he has been working on his running, he tells us. So we'll wait and see. He's talked it up. He's talked up a big race. He reckons he's ready to go. So let's wait and see.
One question. Has he done that every year?
Yeah. There's only one person who's talked him up harder, and that's Gary George. Gary's the biggest fan of Sydney. So
The Charlie Medina to the Gabriel Medina.
The boys have locked themselves into the favourites, so let's see if they can do it. And the last one who's been put up on the Facebook, I think Scotty Gutterson's put up Stuart Matthews. So he's proved himself in the flags arena.
Stewie or Tim?
Tim.
Stu.
Stewie Matthews. So he's proved himself in the flags arena, yet to do a Weary Warrior, I believe. I think this will be his first Weary Warrior.
Debut.
So he's a dark horse.
He's been
Definitely a
alright
dark
at the
horse.
club champs in the water.
Yeah. And he's been hard training. I was seeing him down there in his dickies, down at Wary, swimming, running. So let's see how he goes.
Cold water man.
I think he's from. I was talking to his wife the other day. No, he's from Queensland. His wife's from Victoria.
No, he might have spent a bit.
So
of
he
time
might have spent a bit of time in
Might have spent a bit of
Victoria.
time.
He's actually held off the a family wedding, I believe.
Held it off?
Yeah, and to go to the Cat and Christie. So he's committed.
What a legend!
Yeah, so
That's the commitment that'll get you a long way with the judges. A long
Yeah.
way. Oh, of course, we are missing one of our favourites. Broken toe. We're getting his up. Hawkey.
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 Yeah, mate, he loves the cold water too. He
Hawkey.
would have loved the cold water.
Yeah.
That would have been right up his alley. But he can't run with a broken toe, so.
The great thing about
Unfortunately.
Hawkey that he loves the Coolangatta Cup. No, he loves the captain. No, he loves the Warrior
Warrior.
so
Yeah,
much
yes.
that he actually ran past the finish line one
Yeah.
year and just kept going.
Well,
He didn't want it to end.
Well, he ran to the flagpole too. He
yeah,
ran to the
that's what I mean.
graveyard.
That's what I mean. Yeah, he didn't stop.
That's actually the first time I met Hawkey, which probably 3 years ago.
Anzac Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so look, a couple of quick facts I worked out earlier. No person's ever gone back to back. No person's ever won two. We've had 3 different winners in the Wary Warrior, and they've all been Bodies. So will this be the year that we have a non-Bodie? And that's all the facts I've got.
Yeah,
That's all the facts. And just quickly, there's been a lot of talk. What's the bigger event? The Wary Warrior, the Coolangatta Gold? You've done both. The Warrior, by how much and why?
Mate, more challenging, tougher race, more competition, better competitors, better athletes, more of an elite race, I suppose.
More pressure.
More pressure, more people watching.
It's only been 3 years, but I think there's more tradition as well.
Oh,
I mean, last year we had a duck roll over, we had another one running a petrol, we had Steve DeBeck bark like a dog.
We had Lard's mate from Sydney swim the duck in with a rope with his teeth.
In his teeth, we
And
had
Andy Mull abuses.
Yeah, and we had Smithy
There's a
nearly
lot
die. I think Smithy got resuscitated. You
Jason-
don't get that in the Coolangatta
Yeah,
Gold.
that's
There's not
it.
those sort of antics.
Mate, you get blokes and women pushing themselves to
Past
nth
their
degree.
limit.
That's it. So
And the great thing is with the Coolangatta Gold, a lot of people train very, very hard for the Coolangatta Gold. You don't get that in the Warrior.
no,
You get
that's
Jason
it.
Smith turn up
You
coming off
come
a
in
bender.
last minute. You've had 15 beers the night before, and you think I can do it.
Yeah. So, look, for those of you that are and ahhing about doing it, tomorrow's the day. The last fact I've got about the Warrior is there's never been a soft cock that's finished. So if you want to prove yourself to yourself, your family, your local town more importantly, come along, put your toe on the starting line. Do so in remembering there is no water safety and it's not a surf club event. So if you do actually freeze and turn into an ice cube and float out to New Zealand, that's you done. There is we take no care at all responsibility. All care, no responsibility. We do care,
And
we don't
tomorrow,
none.
you're a good chance tomorrow. So
Yeah.
just remember that.
Yeah. All right. Is that anything else you got, Maxie?
So what are the times? We haven't spoken
Yeah,
about
so we
times.
want you down there about 9 o'clock. If I was you, I'd probably get about 3 or 4 quick lattes into me at Benny's, try and warm up, maybe a bit of chicken fat under the armpits. Strap a swimming cap on.
What's the rule on wetsuits?
They're for pussies. So you'll be frowned upon. The problem is if you wear a wetsuit, you've got to run in the basket.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that brings on yeast infections and all sorts of unwanted distractions. But how do you take your wetsuit off then put it back on?
Well, you just don't. I don't know. I was thinking more for the team side of things.
Oh,
If you
teams
gotta-
can. Teams can. I remember last year the water was about 27 degrees and former Uncle Toby's Iron Man, Lan Durra, actually wore a
He
wore a spring
Yeah.
suit.
Right.
Yeah, so there was a number. So
we have a teams event for those who don't know, so you do it in teams. And the other thing we haven't said is the course. So for those who probably don't know the course, you should, but the course is...
you're an idiot.
So it starts off at South Wary. We've got 2 swims to the can and back.
2 cans, there'll be 2 cans.
Yep, we run to the north end, touch the around the flag or touch the headland, whichever, on the day we decide. Back up to the south end, another 2 swims. Back out of the water, up to the top of South End Headland, around the chair and back down to the beach, and that's the finish line. So I think normally we're doing it about, the winners usually do it about the 40-45 minute mark. So it's a solid,
Looking at the swell, it could be
tough.
Could be tough.
We've just been informed by Harper that kids event is we normally have a kids event tomorrow. It is unlikely. We'll make the decision tomorrow morning, depending on the conditions.
Swell looks too big. We don't have water.
But we do have a second date around the Australia Day long weekend that we might chuck the kids on. Hopefully the water warms up and
When
the
we've got
conditions
water
are a bit
safety.
better. So come down, watch. It may go ahead, but very unlikely kids will be competing tomorrow.
The adults will be on, so come along about 9 o'clock. It's obviously a free event. It's not affiliated with the Surf Club. It's just a free event. Just come along, sign up, get your number on your thing, and we'll get in the water at 10 o'clock, and you can become a legend, an icon of the sport, like so many others have done before you.
I think tomorrow's going to be the toughest of Warriors. This is our fourth, and I think this is going to be the ultimate Warrior. So
by far, the great thing is there's a challenge in the water, in the temperature. Then we're coming onto land. You're going from probably 15 degrees to 35 degrees, plus the smoke.
Yeah,
It's like doing a run in the pokey room.
Yeah.
It's going to be that hard.
Asthmatics, bring your Ventolin.
Yeah, it's going to be
You're gonna need
fantastic. I mean, it's horrible.